This is 2014, question 10a. A particle moving in a straight line experiences a retardation. So we have acceleration is minus, slowing down 0.7 v cubed. And v is the speed, and it takes, so we have a time interval here, time interval 0.04 seconds to reduce its speed. So from an initial speed, we're going to integrate from 200 to v1, this guy to this guy. We're asked to find the value of v1, and my time interval here starts from, it's 0.04 is the time interval starting at 0. So let's have a look here. dv dt is my acceleration. We're dealing with velocity and time. dv dt is equal to minus 0.7 v cubed. So divided by v cubed, we can get dv over v cubed is equal to minus 0.7 dt. And we can integrate these. We can put the integral before or after, it doesn't really matter. Between 200 and v1. And between 0 and 0.04. So I normally, if I'm taking the v cubed, just bring it outside. V to the minus 3 is going to be, if we increase the power by 1 and divide by the new power, we're going to get v to the minus 2 over minus 2, which is minus 2v to the minus 2, which is minus 2 over v squared. So we're going to get minus 2 over v squared between 200 and v1 is equal to minus 0.7 t between 0 and 0.04. So putting v1 in and then 200 in, we're going to get minus 2 over v1 to be squared, and it'll be minus 2 over 200 to be squared is equal to, it'll be minus, put 0.04 in, minus 0.28. 3 decimals, so 0.28. So we can bring this to the left, simplify it down. This works out to be v1 is equal to 4.225 meters per second on a calculator. Distance traveled during this 0.04 seconds, so distance traveled. So we have acceleration v dv ds. We're looking for distance. So my acceleration again, minus 0.7 v cubed. So dividing by v cubed, we're going to get dv over v squared is equal to minus 0.7 ds. So integrating v to the minus 2 will give v to the minus 1, increase the power and divide by the new power, which is equal to minus 1 over v. Just do your rough work, like work it out to 4.225, just do a bit of rough work off to the side. Checked it a couple of times and fed it back in. So we're going to integrate these. It started at 200 and slowed to the 4.225, and we can get the distance traveled in this time. So we're going to get minus 1 over v between these two bands. So a lot of calculator work involved here. Is minus 0.7 s. Put the s and 0 in if you want. So we just need to tidy this up. Minus 1 over 4.225 minus 1 over 200 is equal to minus 0.7 s. And again, do a little bit of tidying up on your calculator. Bring the s to the left. And you can see what you'd have positive on the right, the first one, and the second one negative, and then divide by the 0.7. And we get S is equal to, it's coming out as 0.33 meters for me. So a lot of simplifying calculator fractions here in this question.